I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. And we welcome Chimney to the show. Hello.
Hi.
Hey. Please introduce yourself to everybody.
Hello, my name is Chimney. I'm just a small general streamer over on Twitch, but I'm hoping to be active more on other places soon.
So you're expanding your base.
Well, I'm somewhat active over on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. I just post shorts and stuff there. But I want to get more long-former content out onto some of those platforms as well. Yeah, I just haven't done so yet.
So can you do that on like TikTok? And I've never been a TikTok or contributor or Instagram thing. I don't know what to do about them. I mean, can you do longer form content on those sites?
So it's not longer form as in long form. It's just not like a quick 10-second clip. Because that's all I've got posted onto them. But like Instagram, I know for sure you could post up to, I believe, a minute for any reel right now. And I want to get some of those out for like quick story time videos and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
I believe TikTok you can do the same.
Yeah, I don't. I've seen plenty of TikTok videos. Believe me, but I haven't contributed any to it. And it's probably good for everybody that I don't. I got other things to do.
I'm sure you'd make some bangers.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I'd get myself in trouble with like the wife and the kids and all that stuff. Nah, I'll just stay in the medium amount of trouble I'm in most of the time at this point.
I like a medium amount of trouble. It keeps you nice and ready for what's next.
That's right. I can as long as the pan is only simmering, I'm probably not going to get burnt too badly. That's what you get when you marry a red-headed Hoosier. You do it on purpose, and you take your consequences. Yes, I may have just had my 60th birthday, but believe me, I look all of 60. 60. Anyways, when did you get started with your content creating?
There are two answers to this question. So I believe it was about, let's see, August for this account for Chimney. However, I was streaming back in 2019 under a different account entirely.
Whoa.
I was
I said, whoa. That makes you a veteran.
Well, technically, I was streaming from very consistently from 2019 to 2020, late 2020, almost 2021. And I'm already bigger than I was on that account in the few months I've been doing Chimney. So I wouldn't say I'm a veteran, but I know my way around a lot of the smaller forms of, OBS and setting things up.
Yeah.
This time around, I had to more so focus on navigating Twitter and talking to other people. Because before, I was going completely solo. I did not talk to other people. I did not try and collab. I did not post on other social medias. All I did was hit that live button.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you did get a little following anyway. I mean, people were coming back. That's just doing that without any real promotion. Doing it by word of mouth should have given you a little bit of wind beneath your wings to start up again, knowing that at least, if the promotion didn't go so well, you still have that in your background.
No, absolutely. Yeah. It was a few years. It was 2021 to 2024 that I had a lot of different things going on in life. I was moving from different place to different place because I went to college. And I was in one apartment where I had two roommates on either side of my computer, also on their computer. It was not quiet enough to stream. And then I moved to a different apartment where I had my own area to like exist. However, it was also the living room. So anybody could come in at any time.
College life.
Exactly. Yes. So I didn't get to stream very much back then. And then I had to move around a few different places when I came back from college. I'm finally in a good spot now, as of like I believe it was April, to start streaming again. So I started setting things up, getting that ready, and then as I said, August is when I started hitting it off.
Well, how different is Chimney compared to how you first streamed?
It is night and day. Um, before I was not very focused on growth at all. I was just kind of I was mostly streaming at first on the old account just so I could show my friends what I was doing at the time.
Okay.
And then towards the end there, I started going for growth. And now with Chimney, I'm not going for just growth, but it is on the mind now. And so with that in mind, I'm doing so many different things than I used to do. And I'm also actually putting my personality out there instead of just staring at the screen and being silent while I play games.
That if you don't say anything to anybody, that kind of crimps the mirth a little bit.
A little bit.
Makes it a little tough to get a good personality based group behind you in a personality driven field.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But now I actually can be more comfortable with who I am. I am able to put out more of myself in every little piece of content I do.
And at this point, when you started as Chimney, were you just in a more comfortable spot with yourself? Notwithstanding your situations where you were living and all that, but I mean, you were older. You'd gone through college. There's a there's a lot of growth in college from beginning to end. As a person, were you more comfortable with yourself then, and did that help?
I am infinitely more comfortable with myself now than I was back then. Absolutely. I am. I don't want to say who wants to say they're a good person, right? Nobody wants to toot their own horn, but I do want to say I am a better person now than I ever was back before. And I also am more comfortable with my sexuality, my gender. I'm more comfortable talking to other people. I'm more social. I am just a much better person overall than I used to be, for sure.
Yeah, and well, again, a lot of that happens off, personal life type of situations, and the signs of the times and what's going on around you, and everybody's got their own circumstances. Everybody grows from those. Although I'll say it again, that the circumstances don't make you. You make your own triumph out of the circumstances.
Yes.
Sounds like that's what you've done.
I believe the same thing. I am very firm, and obviously things happen to you that you cannot change, but you can always change how you react to those things.
Yeah.
And sometimes, obviously, there's different situations that are going to be harder than most other people will ever have to deal with in their life. And I am fortunate enough to know that I have not had very many of those circumstances. So I've been able to very easily control what has happened to me throughout my life and to live and grow from them.
With those changes and you're now more what's the word I'm trying to use here? Now that you're more comfortable, very, very comfortable, especially in comparison to where you were with yourself. And do you think that streaming played a part in that?
No, I honestly, because I only streamed maybe once or twice a year from 2021 to 2024. I do not believe streaming played a part in it at all. It is the wondrous people I have in my life who have continued to help me grow and develop as a person that I've had ever since high school. They have always been here for me, and they have always helped contribute to me being more comfortable with who I am.
Well, good on them. That's a lot of people would love to have that type of support system, and certainly during my high school to college years, the support system wasn't like that for folks. And again, times change and circumstances change. But with that, you've been able to now show that personality that maybe you didn't show before. And does having that avatar help you be more yourself than you would normally?
I believe yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Before, when I used to stream with a face cam, and I still am young and dumb, but I was definitely young and dumb before because I started streaming. I think when it was when I was 16 or 17. So I had horrible background. Obviously, I had teenager room where clothes are on the floor and everything.
Right.
My face was an absolute mess. So I definitely, now it's not the same, obviously, but the avatar really does help me feel more comfortable expressing the fullest extent of my personality.
Yeah, that's good, and it really does suit it. By the way, I was watching some of the highlights of your streams before the collaborations, and you're just having a whale of a time.
I appreciate that.
I mean, you really are enjoying yourself, and that made me wonder. Once you said that you didn't really collaborate before, were you enjoying yourself doing it before? Considering how much you're enjoying working with other people now.
I don't think I was enjoying myself before, but I wasn't like having a bad time either. It more so felt like I was clocking in for a job that I didn't hate.
Yeah.
I would get home, I would eat dinner, I'd do homework, and then I would go straight to my job.
Yeah.
And I didn't dislike it. I mostly started it at the time because I love speedrunning certain games. And that's what I wanted to show my friends, was me speedrunning Resident Evil 2. I love that game to death. And that's I enjoyed the speedrunning. I didn't care for the streaming, but I felt like, hey, if I can capitalize on this, I should.
Yeah.
And I'm glad my mindset has since changed away from that.
So when you were doing this, you were speedrunning while streaming.
Yes.
So if you got to a certain point where you knew you missed something or you just didn't hit the button at the right time, did you stop and start over?
Depends on how far in I was. If I was, have you played Resident Evil 2?
No, I have not. It's a horror game.
Okay.
And I only have so much skin to shed.
Entirely fair.
Yes.
I would say if I was a quarter of the way through the game, and I made a simple mistake that cost me like 10 seconds, 20 seconds, whatever, I would restart.
Oh.
But after that, if it was a very minor mistake like that, I wouldn't restart, only if it was something pretty massive.
Were there places in the game, or are there places in the game where you can make up that certain time? Or is the path to a certain time very cut and dry?
It's so with Resident Evil 2, there actually is not very many glitches or any. I don't remember the other word. They're not quite glitches, but they're exploits. There it is.
Yeah, exploits.
There's not very many glitches or exploits that you can use. It's very much so how optimized can you be in the actions you need to take.
Right.
So there isn't very many places that you can improve your time once you've lost it.
Yeah.
Or catch up. Whereas like some games will be like, well, there's the skip you can take, but if you don't succeed, it might take a while. Resident Evil games don't really have that.
No warp zone that you can hit by getting, or any skip button that you hit by accident. That's and 10 seconds too, like that. I don't care what type of speed run you're going on. If you lose 10 seconds, you really be tough to find any place to come up with that.
Yes,
that's like for some folks that's 10% of the speed run.
Yeah, some people are crazy with their speed runs.
Yeah. So how good have you gotten on it? Are you national grade as far as speed running it goes?
So I've never submitted an official run. Well,
Uh-huh.
that's not true. I did submit one, but I forgot to have my FPS visible,
Oops.
which is one of the rule requirements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I do believe I was 11 minutes behind world record.
Well, it's not a short game. So,
No, um, so I was 7 minutes behind world record, actually.
mm,
World record, as of right now, stands at 51 minutes and 2 seconds,
yeah,
and I was at a 58 minutes and 3 seconds.
that's that's in the top 1%, I would imagine.
On speedrun.com, I believe that actually puts me like 130 something. Like at the top 130 speedrunners.
Yeah, out of how many though?
I think 2 to 300.
Oh,
Let me see.
well, I
Yeah,
mean,
there's not many people that submit them.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing too. I mean, there's a lot more players than that, so I would consider it
There,
pretty. So, is that your comfort game?
my comfort game is Resident Evil 2 2019 or Subnautica. Those are my comfort games.
I could see that. I really do want to eventually start Subnautica sometime. It just looks like
I,
too much fun.
it is such a lovely game, and I don't speedrun Subnautica because Subnautica has glitches and stuff you can do to actually cut through and teleport, whatever.
Yeah,
And those are fine. I love watching speedrunners do that, but I don't enjoy doing that myself.
yeah.
I enjoy speedruns that are more so how good can you be with the skills the game gives you.
Hmm.
Um, but I love trying to get through Subnautica as fast as I can,
Yeah,
as if it was a speed run.
yeah. Well, I mean, there's some of those areas I watch people play that you better get through as fast as you can. Otherwise, if you, or at least if you don't know where you can get oxygen, it makes it pretty tough. They've done a pretty good job of giving you oxygen in the exact right places for the most part.
Yes. So the first Subnautica game is built very wonderfully.
Yes, it and watching folks get to as watching the early builds of Subnautica as they came in. Of course, the game changed
It
immensely.
drastically.
Yeah, as it
I
went on.
played the betas.
Yeah, you did. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, it was a totally different game, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah,
I watched Markiplier, I believe, when he did his first Subnautica video ever.
yeah,
I was like, all right, I'm getting it.
yeah, yeah,
And so I played in the alpha build.
and now it's completely different.
Such a drastically different game.
Yeah, yeah, and even when they tried the follow up, which I don't think did
No
nearly as
zero.
well, obviously, but they changed that quite a bit too as they were going along.
Yes, they went from a more you're alone on this massive world, open space everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So anything could be lurking. There's so much to explore, to a more there's a couple other people here that you know are on the planet. You talk to one of them in the main story, so you don't get that same feeling of loneliness or
Right.
stranded feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's also all the caves and stuff are just tight.
Mhm.
Instead of being the open, like massive tunnels, they are very tight and cramped. The game is a lot slower.
Mhm.
They basically took Subnautica 1 and inversed it, and that is why I did not enjoy it as much.
Yeah. Yeah. There was quite a. If you just looked at it and you didn't know what was going on between the two, you'd think, oh yeah, it's pretty much the same. No, no, because you had in looking at the games, you had to learn so much on your own in Subnautica 1, the original Subnautica.
Yes.
In 2, you kind of knew what was happening, and it was kind of spoon-fed to you the rest of the way.
Yes.
And it is, well, I mean, you still have a good thing. It's just not going to be the same, is it? At that point.
No.
At that point. So, yeah, I can definitely see myself enjoying that first one when I eventually get. Well, first of all, the computer I have all my games on has just died. So
Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. I got to get it fixed and get all my Stardew Valley saves off of it. Um, 'Cause that's like 30 of them on there. It's probably what killed it. the Stardew Valley updates. But I had to get all that put together because this computer I get to use for the interviews and such. So um, the only game I have on here is Solitaire, and I'm
I
not,
love solitaire.
and I'm really bad at it. So
Me too.
in between putting together interviews, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs at cards that don't even exist.
I love my ones and zeros.
That's right. So, if what other types of games do you stream?
So I'm still trying to find my corner.
Mm.
But I have played Dead by Daylight.
Hmm.
Because I have over 1,000 hours in Dead by Daylight.
How many hours of those have been
Uh,
spent hung on hooks?
oh gosh, I wish I had a counter for it. Oh wait, there is a counter. There's a website to find some information like that. Actually,
Oh no.
I I'd have to check at some point. I don't remember what it is, but I have. Oh man, I'm not good at it. Well, see, Dead by Daylight has this fun little thing where you're not good at the game. You can't even be considered okay at the game until you have at least like 250 hours in it, because the game is just mind gaming with other players.
Yeah,
How good are you at that?
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I say if I played that game, I would basically just be on the hook. I would, and as soon as somebody got me down, I would immediately run directly to the person who would put me back up on the hook.
Yeah,
just
sometimes the game's calls for that.
yeah, just leave me here. I'll be fine. Go
Yeah.
go finish your
So
little traps. I'm fine. Um, yeah, the um, so how much of your gaming now is co-op as opposed to before?
I think majority of my gaming is now co-op
Yeah.
because my personality is a lot easier to shine through
Hmm.
when I'm bouncing off of other people. And I think you can very easily see that if you watch any of my Silent Hill video or VODs
Yeah.
and then compare it to a For Honor VOD, where one of them I'm just sitting there talking, trying to fill the silence with literally anything. And the other one, I'm smacking my teammate into a wall of spikes and going, "Oh my god, I totally just killed you!"
And by the way, giggling as it happens.
Yes, I do be a giggler. I do
Yes.
a lot of giggles.
You can't you will not you will have to laugh along as you watch some of this, and I urge you to check out the links that we'll have in the description after the interview. Check out what's going on with Chimney. Now, as you've gotten started the second time around here and gotten things going, you've built up an audience. You've you've been able to get things put together. Are you satisfied with your growth now that you're kind of at least keeping an eye on it?
I hit my goal. My
Mm,
goal was affiliate. That
yeah,
is something I've wanted ever since I started streaming the first time.
yeah.
And after I got the affiliate status, I'm happy. If I get partner, great. It's not my goal anymore.
Mm,
Growth is like out of the mind.
mm.
Now I really just want to have people to play games with and have fun with and do stupid things.
And enjoy yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
It's the get trying to get that affiliate was definitely growth first for a little while,
yeah.
but once I finally got it, it was just all right. I'm happy. I'm content. Let's just do some silly things.
How does it feel having being in a situation where you know now that you going on and enjoying yourself with other people is making other people enjoy themselves as well?
It's very refreshing.
Mm,
It feels good to know that not just my presence, but like us bouncing off of each other can bring not just happiness to me, but to them and to anybody else that's watching.
Mm.
It's very awesome when I'm sitting there, especially I'm sure if you've watched a few of my things, you've heard him. Brandon Dragon Slayer, he's in most of my clips, most of my games. He is my best friend, and he is so funny. He being able to talk to him while I play any game is going to be fun for anybody, whether you're watching or playing with us. And knowing I always try to stream with him too, because people enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I know it's going to bring the most people the most joy.
Having somebody in your life who can make you laugh at the drop of a hat is amazing. It also can be really frustrating, but it's also very amazing when you're trying to do something and suddenly they drop something and you're just like, you're useless for a good half an hour.
Yeah, no, he pisses me off too.
Of course.
I think just the other night I had an argument with him for over an hour about the semantics of a grilled cheese. Because I am firmly of the opinion that if you add anything to a grilled cheese that is not cheese, it is no longer a grilled cheese, it is a melt. And he is very of the opinion, if you throw a piece of turkey onto a grilled cheese, that is now a grilled cheese with turkey. We argued for well over an hour about this.
That is an interesting argument.
Sorry?
It is an interesting argument, though.
Yeah, you know what? I like the talk of it, but the reason it upset me so much is because he was purposely trying to upset me. He didn't care whether or not I agreed with him. He just wanted to upset me with it. He was rage baiting me, and he succeeded.
He was gainsaying and was hitting every button correctly on the way down.
Every single button.
So, is it a grilled cheese when it's not on a grill?
Grilled cheese is the item itself, not how it's prepared. Because you could still have chicken parmesan, whether you fry it in an air fryer, or you fry it in oil, or you bake it.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't say if it says. Every grilled cheese I've had that was any good was actually griddled.
Yes. Grilled cheese. If you're having a grilled cheese, you either need to go for the worst grilled cheese you can manage, or like high tier grilled cheese. Yes. You can't have a medium grilled cheese.
That's right.
You either need to get your white bread with American singles and mayonnaise spread on it.
Yeah.
Or you've got to go and start getting like Monterey Jack and provolone, maybe throw in some sharp cheddar,
and get the best bread you can possibly find that has everything you want on it, every type of bread.
Yeah.
Or
do
just
not pull a Gordon Ramsay.
No, don't be doing any of that stuff. Just in general, for the most part. But that's the big thing about. You go to a restaurant, you go to one of these fast food places and get a grilled cheese. And you're like, technically, it is a grilled cheese.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, edible, you can eat it. It's certainly not as good as if you just made one at home. And
yeah, you get a grilled cheese at home. As I said, you get because I've been sick lately. I just made myself 2 grilled cheese the other night with a big bowl of tomato soup, and let me tell you, that is by far the best thing to eat when you're sick. I don't like chicken noodle soup, sick people.
Yeah.
It's tomato soup and grilled cheese.
Yeah. I agree with you. And for me, one that I would have would be chili and peanut butter sandwiches.
We'd be best friends.
Yeah. Only if you dip the sandwiches.
My brother in Christ, yes.
Yes.
Listen, I know how it sounds. I've never done it. I get how it sounds, but I also know that unlikely food combinations are some of the best food combinations you'll ever have.
Oh man, it is delicious, and I don't know why everybody doesn't do it. We did it at school because in grade school we would get peanut butter sandwiches with our chili, and we wanted to, of course, finish everything off and get outside and play kill whoever's got the football. But no matter what the temperature was, so we would combine things and try to get them off the plate as fast as we could. But some of us were like, "What if you dip this in?" Oh, it's perfect. Now I cannot have chili on my own at home without peanut butter sandwich with it.
It sounds fantastic.
It really
I might
is.
actually try that tonight, in fact.
Give it a shot. You'll be like, where have I been all these years?
Would it be sacrilegious to add a little honey to the peanut butter sandwiches?
You can add whatever you like.
Right on.
Yes.
Right on.
Yes, you can add whatever you like. It just, I can see why now that there are some Southwestern and Mexican foods that add the peanut to them. And I don't know, for some reason it works, and I'm not asking why. It just works, okay? Just
no, absolutely.
Yes.
You ever dip an egg roll in like peanut butter sauce?
Yes.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. There's just some things that work together, and you just don't ask why. Like, why would a strawberry and a banana taste perfect together when one comes off a tree in the tropics and the other one in a bush all over the place? Doesn't make any sense, but it's perfect. So it's kind of like,
we love our unlikely food combos.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then I don't know how we got there, but here we are.
That's the best kind of conversation you can have.
That's right. So what is streaming to you now? What does it mean for you? And is it, you got the the Twitch thing going, so you got a little bit, coming in one way or another. It's not a full-time job. It's not a full-time hobby. What is it for you?
It's a passion, I think. It's really a way for me to find new friends and to just have fun. It's a relaxation. It's a passion. It's an enjoyment.
Yeah.
I would like to do it more, but my work schedule loves having me work till a late time, and by then, none of my friends are online to stream with.
Yeah. The time zone thing really blows out of the water, especially if you're a second shifter.
Yes.
You can get around it a bit if you're a third shift person. If you would, don't mind sleeping sometimes in the day and sometimes at night, which I wouldn't recommend. But us second shifters, we have to take it as it comes. It's not so bad for me because everything's taped, but going live is a different story.
Yes.
So, would you rather go live or would you rather do a long-formed recorded session?
I'd much rather go live, just because back when I was doing my other channel, I had a podcast as well. Very stupid podcast, but I loved it to death. But I also hated editing it.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy editing long forms of content. I will do it because there are some things I am really interested and passionate about.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I would much rather either pay someone else to do it or just hit that go live button.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't have the safety net, but then you don't have the extra time you have to spend on it either.
Exactly.
It's the thing. Now, me being, I edited all my life now on audio, and I can, off of Audacity, I can see when somebody goes, I know what that looks like. I can edit that out if I want to. And I don't really do a lot of editing, other than at the guest request. So it's pretty easy for me. But for somebody doing something that's got audio and video to it, that's a big different story.
Yes.
And I am the video guy that I'm the audio guy that video tried to kill. So it only
video killed the Eric Loy.
Video wounded him. Didn't finish me off yet. No, it was it was COVID that finished off radio. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
It knocked everybody out.
102.7 Kiss FM.
Yes. And when you hear no commercials because no businesses are open, and when you hear no commercials, no radio guys get paid. There you go. Yeah. Welcome AI to your industry.
I love the future.
Yes. That Devo song, "It's a beautiful world for you, but not for me." I've been playing a lot of Devo lately. That's what happens when you get old. You revert back to your teenage years and play a lot of music from there. So what's the future for you and your channel? Have you got some big things planned?
I do have some things planned, actually.
Like?
I will be starting my first series, my ongoing series, relatively soon.
Yeah.
I one of my favorite games of all time is Terraria. I love the chaos of it.
It is
I love
definitely
how much there is to it.
Yes. That game looks like a lot of fun and very, very frustrating.
So it's a game under my favorite category of game where you have to have a wiki up to play it, like Stardew Valley. It's one of those games.
Yep.
But I'm going to be playing it with a group of people who have either never played Terraria before or have played very minimally. And I'm not going to help them.
Oh, no.
I am going to sit back. I'm going to watch. I'm going to offer tips and guidance occasionally. But for the most part, I just kind of want to be there to watch them struggle and figure out how to play this game. Obviously, if someone's having a rough time, I don't want anybody to be discouraged from playing, so that is when I will step in and help them.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I kind of just want to be a moderator, watch them, help them when they're like, "Hey, can you do this for me?" I'm gonna be like, "On it, let's go."
Yeah. Are you doing that, or are you being the dungeon master for them?
I am being the dungeon master. I would put it that way. That is definitely the better way to put it.
Yes. All of a sudden, hey, here's something random. Yeah. Here's the flying thing that nobody knows how to kill. Go ahead.
Yep. I'm doing that
as
one of my biggest projects. But then the other thing I'm starting is a D&D playthrough. I was invited by some very wonderful people to play some D&D. And we just had our first session, and it was just recorded on Tuesday.
So
and that was some of the most fun I've ever had playing D&D.
So everything was over like a Discord and recorded that way.
Yes.
Oh boy, yeah. It's how do you intimidate the dungeon master if you're not looking at him?
By making him look at my rolls. When he sees my second natural 20 within 10 minutes, I'm sure he gets intimidated. I had a very funny bit that session where my character is a goblin, and we were invading this basically camp of enemies that stretches on for quite a different set of like fights or whatever. And every time we came across goblins, I would persuade them to join us and become my friend because my character is very friendly. Is like, oh my god, goblin, let's be friends. We can do things together. And I rolled 2 natural 20s trying to convince other goblins to join us.
Oh my god!
So now I have my own little like party of goblins.
That's brilliant. And meanwhile, the dungeon master seethes and keeps rolling dice. Something's gotta happen.
He was very kind about it. He's very happy. He was startled. He didn't believe that. Whoa, I guess this is happening now. But it was very funny to watch happen, and I mesh with all the other characters very, very well.
That's perfect. That's really perfect. Yeah, there's you've always got to pester the dungeon master because you don't want it to go around too smoothly for him.
Absolutely. See, I'm a dungeon master myself. I understand. Yes. You have to mess with me. Yes. I get it.
Yes. As I say, one of my stories was when we played in the one book days of D&D. was we used to carry a dead body around and throw it into the room ahead of us to set off all the traps because we knew that he trapped every room, so we just kept throwing the body. He got really mad at that.
I have to ask, was it the same dead body the entire time?
Yeah. I mean, it eventually fell apart, after so many times with the arrow traps or, all that sort of stuff.
Poison.
He finally just says, it fell apart. Said, okay, we'll grab this dead body.
Oh.
They said, you're attracting monsters. I said, yeah, but they're like level 1, so who cares?
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't the smart guy. We had a guy with an IQ of about 2,000 with us, so all the physics and things, he was the one who could figure that out. And he's the same guy who learned chess in 15 minutes. So
I love the kind of friends that are, if you ever need to break a game, you go to them.
Yes, right.
They will know.
That's right. Well, what if you do this? Oh, that's easy enough. So, what would you be doing now if you weren't streaming? Because it really sounds like this has become a home for you in a way.
I honestly, I spent most of my time throughout college and up till I started streaming with the same group of friends I've had since high school. We've had our own Discord server that I created in 2019.
Yeah.
And I pretty much spend every day there. Mm-hmm. We are always playing games or watching something.
Yeah.
Even just the other night, I was watching It's Always Sunny with one of them. So that's basically what I'd be doing. I just would be doing more of it.
And it's gotten to now where you've got your own show basically. You are the entertainer and the entertained.
I'm always entertained. That's my strong suit.
Well, that's a good point to bring up. I don't think anybody has brought that up. Is that you're being entertained is allowing other people to be entertained.
I would say that's definitely a big thing. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you've seen streamers before that obviously aren't on top of their. I mean, they're not feeling well, or they just didn't want to stream, or you can tell when they're on. It's just not them, and that'll drive people away pretty quick. But if you're having fun, chances are someone else is going to have fun with you.
I believe positive energy is always what's the word? Contagious. Positive energy is always contagious. I'd much rather watch someone who is clearly enjoying themselves than someone who is not.
Yeah, even if they're clearly enjoying themselves while just getting absolutely obliterated in a game.
Yeah, that's me when I play For Honor.
That would be me. That would be me on Dead by Daylight, and I'm on the hook again.
All right.
I'd have a little counter for running in for how many times I actually get put on the hook per game. My average is down a little bit today.
Well, there is actually a way to tell how many times you're hooked in a game.
Yeah,
because you can only be hooked 3 times.
Only 3?
Yes.
Well, I mean, that would be pretty good. I mean, I just get those over with in the first couple of seconds.
Yeah, you get hooked once, you're in your first stage. You get hooked in the second stage, and then the third stage, you just die.
It sounds like somebody I knew who was playing some of those shooter games where you join and spawn, and what he would do is he would spawn, shoot randomly in the air, and die. His team was like, please stop. Quit. Don't come back anymore.
Reminds me of one of my favorite bits to do. Anytime I play a new game, any new game that is fighting oriented in any way, my first thing I will do is I will always look to the person playing with me and be like, hey, is there is there team kill in this game? And I will always try and kill them immediately. That is without fail. For instance, I was playing Hunt Showdown.
Yeah.
And as soon as we're loading into a lobby, I look at my friend like, you think this game has team kill? And I launch an arrow straight into his head the second the game starts and he dies. And it was so funny to me.
Guess so.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, there is.
Anybody else want to try some
would
things?
You look at that?
That's right. Well, folks, if you want to go out and enjoy yourself on and watching somebody enjoy themselves on the stream, you got to check out what Chimney's got going on. We're gonna have the links up on the description for this video. Thank you so much for coming on. It's been a pleasure talking with you. And again, you just seem to be having so much fun. It's absolutely contagious.
Thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure being here with you.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.